What's up, Taurus? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead starting May 19th, 2025. Taurus, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I definitely appreciate you. The deck that I am using to view your messages, Taurus, will be listed in the description box as always. Not reading reversals. So we're just going to cleanse the energies real good to begin your messages here. Also, we are wrapping up Taurus's birthday energy. So I do want to wish all the Taurus bulls who are celebrating their birthday during this week's time a really happy and safe birthday celebration. And I also want to say I hope that the um, other bulls and other Tauruses have enjoyed their birthdays as well during this month. All right. So what is the energy here for Taurus? What is the potential energy here for Taurus? What's coming up for Taurus? If you guys, let me just throw this in here. If you guys want me to do anything differently in terms of the setup that I do here, just, by all means, throw in the comments. I always looking um, for new suggestions to do anything differently. If this is becoming, sort of like boring to you every week, just let me know. All right, let's cut the deck here, Taurus, and let's see what's coming up here for you potentially. All right, so the first card in energy, we start off with the major arcana, the Magician. Of course, I always read two sides to that Magician. First side is the positive side, of course, and it's always about manifesting your wants and your desires, Taurus. What is it that you want to manifest, bring into your life? Um, as always, if you're in the form of prayers, mantras, affirmations, you always have to continue with those things. Throw that energy out there to the universe or whoever your higher source of energy that you pray to. Leave it alone. Stay in alignment with that energy, Taurus, and just know that the thing that you want or desire most to happen or occur in your life will come to you eventually. You have to be patient, and you also have to keep the faith. Negative side of this Magician is I always read that, it's an actual person that you could be dealing with. So you got to be careful, Taurus, of strangers. And I throw in family members, friends, and romantic partners because in a situation, not often, but in some cases, then, these people that you are dealing with, could be dealing with, are just into controlling energies, manipulating energies, and extracting energy. So just know the difference, be discerning, use your best judgment. And this is also going out for any bulls who may, happen to come across any strangers who are into, trying to manipulate, control, or extract something from you. All right, so following the major arcana, the Magician, now we have the Princess of Wands. This would be the Page of Wands in this case. Page of Wands is there could be some, news coming to you, Taurus, this week, and it may be delivered by an actual person because this Princess of Wands is a court card. It's an actual person, right? So that may, come along and give you something good in terms of some news, right? Put a smile on your face. It's always an element of surprise. Pages always start things off like the aces. This page here could be also for those bulls who may be, taking up some sort of beginning passion and interest in a new hobby or some sort of creative pursuit. All right. Following that, now we have the King of Pentacles. Taurus, this is your energy here. So this is money looking good and money looking strong. This could be any Taurus that gets promoted this week. This is any bull that I'm reading for, that you see your financial situation on solid ground. This is, of course, the boss in the workplace environment. It's the creditors. This could be you in terms of the attributes and how others see or view you in terms of your dependability, your reliability. Always there to help out, nourish. Definitely, you like the finer things in life, right? But you also are willing to share that energy with other people because you never come across as being stingy or selfish. Also, this is for any bull who may be already involved in a business, could be home-based business, money and resources are looking pretty good or they're about to improve. This is still pay raises, bonus money, and could be contracts as well. So pay raises, bonus monies, promotions. Following the King of Pentacles, now we have the Four of Cups. I read the Four of Cups in terms of socializing, interacting with other people, the people that are closest to you. They may be friends, they may be romantic partners, they may be family members. Interacting, equal number of cups here. What you give is what you're going to get back. Also, too, the four of cups here comes in through any forms of celebration. So, celebrating your birthday, any bulls that are celebrating their birthday this week, or any others who may be celebrating their birthday, just having a grand time, spending quality time again. Could be doing all of that, um, you know, investing your time and your energies with others and, eating out at diners or restaurants. So I always read the Four of Cups as socializing, interacting with those people who are closest to you. Up next, now we have the Three of Swords. Okay, didn't see that coming, but it's here. Three of Swords just primarily means that it's not going to be something that's going to affect every bull or Taurus that I am, reading for this week. But keep in mind that the Three of Swords um, can mean something different to someone else other than, what the expectations are. This is heartache, grief, suffering. The typical meanings is, third party in play when it comes to romance, three painful decisions, choices to make. It could be some sort of conflicting energy that is going on with your romantic partner, with your family members, with your platonic friends. I always throw in pet loss. Pet gets away from the family. The family is left grieving. Also, to those bulls who are in partnerships, but there may be some sort of distance that separates you, that brings on the grief and heartache. Now, that might be, say if you're in a romantic partnership or you're married, your husband or your wife announces that they have a business trip. It could be a week long, 2 week long, whatever. That time is what I'm talking about in terms of a separation. Also, the Three of Swords could represent divorces or pending divorces. All right. So, but again, it's not going to be something that affects or impacts all the bulls that I am reading for. So last week I don't think you received the Three of Swords, but I didn't shuffle or reshuffle the deck. But I'm going to reshuffle the deck this time around. I just took the next card that was up to get a clarification on the Three of Swords last week. So why is the Three of Swords here? What is the reason why the Three of Swords here? What's this Three of Swords Taurus is spread for? What's going on? Now, of course, let me extend this little reading a little further, because this Three of Swords here mirrors over here to this King of Pentacles. And I think I had, mentioned last week when Pentacles show up with swords, it usually means a cutting away, usually references some sort of, could be a retirement, someone separating from employment. Um, could be job loss, job layoffs. Now, this week I just saw, actually this morning, I just saw that Microsoft was laying off 6,000 workers. So that was all part of my prediction last week. Whenever swords is showing up with pentacles, it's the cutting away of some sort of finances or money loss. So it could be that someone could be retiring here, separating from employment, right? All right, so let's see, why is it here? Give us more clarification here, please. All right, so it could be, and just because the card that I chose to clarify may not be what is affecting you or impacting you, if it's the Three of Swords that you're dealing with this week at all. Two of Wands is the card of clarification here. So now, how I clarify these cards is I usually take the card that is presented in terms of clarification, read the positive energies of that card or the negative energies, and then try to piece it together. So in this instance here, the Two of Wands is my timing card. Okay, 2 days or 2 weeks, whatever it is, or whoever it is that you may be waiting for, may appear, and that's what I see there. It's usually slow and stagnant energy here. So maybe, the Two of Wands here, in terms of clarifying the Three of Wands, maybe somebody is waiting for a divorce, but it's taking, or a separation, but it's taking too much damn time. So, maybe you are involved in a separation or a divorce and you want to be done with it, but it's just being dragged out or something like that. And then it could also be that something of importance. It could be a new relationship or an existing relationship or a relationship that you wanted to put together is not going to be put together, or is still some sort of ignorant, not ignorant, but stagnant in energy here related to some sort of delay. You're waiting for something to occur. You're waiting for something to happen, and it's taking too much time. It's creating the Three of Swords energy, possibly creating the Three of Swords energy for you. All right. So whatever it is that's slow moving or stagnant, that's creating some sort of pain and conflicting energies for you, this is what I have to clarify that. All right. Next up is the King of Swords. King of Swords is always involved in some sort of, major decision or action. So he's standing there with it looks like a hawk, his sword ready to strike. So there's something major that you're about to do this week, Taurus, in terms of an action or decision. It could be related to almost anything. All right. There's a great deal of determination with this King of Swords showing up in your spread. And usually when the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords shows up here, they have already communicated and cleared up any kinds of misunderstandings, regarding any matters or subjects, related to the heart, or could be, anything involving the family. But you're about to do something here this week that's very major. Up next, now we have the Eight of Wands that sits underneath the Princess of Wands. This is a card also, too, that comes in very, very fast, rapid energy that could also possibly put a smile on your face this week, Taurus. No lie, because the Eight of Wands is, of course, my communication card. So let's get this out of the way. Anything that you need to express or share with anyone this week, they will understand it. Any communications coming to you from others, you will understand that. Some of you guys may be going on vacation this week because this is a in-flight type of energy here. So traveling, if you are, you're going to be safe to and from. The good news could come from, like I said before, an actual person delivering some sort of good news to you face to face. It could come through a phone call. It could come through the mail. It could also come through some form of texting, because I always get a lot of texting here, Taurus, with this Eight of Wands. All right. So, and again, like the Princess of Wands, is always an element of surprise here. So yeah. Next up is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords here is a completion of energy surrounding you, Taurus, whatever that energy may be. Again, it sits underneath the King of Pentacles. So when I look at that energy here, and I see that there could be a chapter that's ending and a new chapter that's opening up. Now, again, this could be somebody who's severing ties with their employer, retirement. Could be leaving one job to go to another. Could be a career change. Could be some sort of things related to a business decision. But something's coming to an end, and something new is going to open up and replace that. If it is not that energy that you experienced this week or dealing with, Taurus, then it could be that if it's not you, again, someone that you may know, planning future inpatient or outpatient surgical procedures. If that's the case, I'm just letting you know in advance, it's going to be painful, but it's just, the Ten of Swords always comes in to offer some sort of relief and recovery. So you're not going to be in pain like forever. All right, up next now, you have the major arcana, the Sun. All right, so you have the most positive card in the tarot deck. So the sun shines and smiles on Taurus as we end the birthday energies for you. And what a way to end the week out, Taurus. The sun is all about happiness, success, right? Victory, and you can attach that victory to anything that you are, dealing with this week. Feeling childlike. You could be just going through routine medical checkups or exams. Again, this is my health card. So it follows the Ten of Swords. So somebody could be going in for surgery. And if you are, you're going to be okay, because the sun always comes in to bless and brighten, never to dimmer and, have you or leaving you in despair. So you could be working in the capacity of the health field. You could be, traveling. It mirrors over here to the Eight of Wands. I always pick Florida and California, but it could also be other places that you may be traveling to that, welcomes you with a great deal of sun, vibrancy, energy. Okay. Yes, answer to all questions that you pose for yourself. And when it comes to the health matters, the sun also too is responsible for any laboratory testing. So it could be X-rays, could be any laboratory test that your doctor ordered for you. You're going to be fine. All right, so that is the sun. And then also, too, the sun comes in to offer and give blessings, stars. So, what a way to end again. Now, the major arcana, the death card. All right, so the death card here simply means that it's the stronger force of energy than that Ten of Swords that it mirrors, because the Ten of Swords always represents something around you, surrounding you, is coming to an end. This here is what you have to identify, Taurus, what needs to come to an end. Okay, the death card never physically denotes death, actual death. This is something of a major life transformation, and it also too mirrors over here to the King of Swords in terms of an action, major decision. So maybe there's something that's connected to this energy here that I'm reading for, that you're putting something to an end, identify it, and then something new is going to replace whatever needs to come to an end. The simplest thing that I always get out of the death card here in terms of energy could be just you having to make a decision, major decision, to clear away something that has been accumulating over time. Could be, things in terms of clutter in your home or your office space. All right. Additional messages here for you, Taurus, for the week is you got the Wheel of Fortune. So good luck is with you all this week. Wow. Anything that was unfortunate for you, Taurus, may turn around. The wheel always turns in your favor. This is one of the big money cards as well. So if you're the risk-taking bulls that I'm reading for, and you like to play the lottery, do casino runs, gamble, whatever, just play responsibly, because this is a card that welcomes a big fortune, possibly. Fate and destiny also too. So you could be out and about somewhere and something occurs where you're fated. It was meant for you to come across that energy, whatever that situation may be for you. It could be a relationship, it could be a new job, anything, all right? But you are destined to come across this energy. All right, so following the Wheel of Fortune, now we have another big money card, the Ace of Pentacles, and I read the Ace of Pentacles as abundance. Infinite amount of money. The earning potential is never limited. This could be a job offer, contract offer, investments. It could be savings. It could be that the money that Taurus is dealing with is on solid financial ground. All right. Ace of Pentacles. Last card I have for you is look this. We got the Star card. So the Star card is here. And the Star card is very powerful in terms of its energy here. So, feeling hopeful, anything that you're wishing for, praying for, Taurus may manifest for you this week. May go through the week, dream gazing, stargazing, dream journaling, anything in terms of your own psychic energies being enhanced or improved. You may meet somebody famous. And because of this Star card, now I never read the Star card in terms of the Death card here in terms of major, energies of someone passing here. But I do feel, and this is not related to you or anybody close to you. This is something, usually with the Tower, I pick up this energy here, but and the reason why I'm saying that is even though the Sun is the most powerful card in the tarot deck, I think that we will hear about someone very famous here passing away. Um, that's just what I'm sensing here. And again, like I said, I never read that type of energy unless the Tower is present. But I do feel that because I have the Star, the Sun, as well as the Death card. See, because the Star is could be about famous people or famous persons, right? The Sun is about people's health, even though it's, very, very, very positive. And again, the Death card here doesn't, I don't read that as actual death. But when I get a combination like this, then I'll see something totally different here, Taurus. So I feel that we may hear next week about, again, someone very famous passing away. It could be male or female in any capacity or any, they would have to be world known, recognized energies. Okay. So, not necessarily be on the lookout for that, but if it occurs, you heard it here first. Okay, that's someone very famous that I feel will be crossing over next week. They are going to be in the news. Okay, because this is social media, social networking, so they'll be in the news and it'll be reported. So that's what I come up with. All right, so this is what I have for you, Taurus. Not to drag this out any further, just remember it's me interpreting these messages here for you. Just take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You guys have a safe, great week ahead. Enjoy your birthdays if you're celebrating your birthdays this week. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, Taurus, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.